Hello, welcomes back everyone. AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as our Jedi Knight Valeris Roh. Where we last left off, we defeated the Flesh Raiders attacking the Padawan training grounds here in the Gnolls, and we're on our way now to report to the Jedi Council about the situation, because it seems to be a Jedi of what he calls the New Order was leading the Flesh Raiders. And what's even more unusual, I suppose, is the Flesh Raiders, while savages, were wielding blasters. There's a bonus mission on the way to the Jedi Temple to defeat some of these Flesh Raider lurkers. And I want to get myself over there, because I think there's some lore objects we can have a look at. Yeah, this is just a little bit up from the cavern system we were just in. The downside of being a sentinel, I suppose, compared to, say, a trooper or a smuggler, you don't have many ranged attacks. We will learn some later on, but right now we're quite limited in what we can do to enemies. We just need to try and close the gap. So we have a statue here, and the Ancient Jedi statue. It's a lore object, teaching us about rediscovering Tython. We have a codex, say in the mission log here. If you want to learn more about the actual Star Wars lore, you can learn about, obviously, the birthplace of the Jedi Order here. Obviously you can learn about people of note, like Master Augustine, the planet you'll visit, and so on and so forth, if you're interested in that sort of thing. But I want to go over here because I think there is... Yep, there he is. Enemies with just their names present are classified as kind of standard enemies. Some of them are also classified as weak. Hunters here are normal. The scouts are weak. They can be stunned. Enemies like this with a little symbol next to the name are classified as strong enemies. They are tougher, they have more health, deal more damage. Later on we will encounter, I think it's elite enemies and champion enemies as well. Oh, he stunned us there for a moment. And strong enemies normally always have something on their person, even if it's just vendor trash, which it looks like it is. And of course elite enemies and champion enemies will also drop, hopefully, items which we can make use of. We need to go back along this way. Oh, got a codex entry about the Uxa beasts here, which I'm guessing are beasts of burden, or just maybe native creatures to Tython here. So, Augustine, the Jedi Master who we encountered in the cavern, mentioned that the Sith Empire don't know about Tython, the ancient homeworld of the Jedi, which I guess is a good thing, considering they would probably love to destroy this place. Oh, another security chest over there. Some grade 8 salvaged compounds. Grade 8's obviously a lot better than grade 3, but I haven't done crafting for a good while to know how difficult it is, what's changed in crafting. I used to do a lot of crafting prior to the Knights of the Fallen Empire expansion, which I guess was version 4.0. But that was, well, over a year ago now, and they've changed a few things since then. Okay. Going down the valley, and here is the Jedi Temple. We have discovered 2 new quick travel nodes for unlocking this area on the map. There's a quick travel droid if you want to use the taxi service.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Liam Dentriri, do you have any missions for us?
Sorry, I'm busy. Got to make sure the programming on these droids is just right.
Ah, looks like he might later on. Someone in my previous, or one of my previous previews...
I don't care. I'm ready for the final trial.
The Forge? You can't be serious. You could die.
Maybe. My master can't keep me a padawan forever, can he?
No. So I got interrupted by these two, and then I lost my ability to speak properly, which is typical. So, someone was mentioning that somewhere in my preferences, maybe it was in the previous expansion and maybe they've changed it, but you had to maybe toggle something to gain some extra missions, like the exploratory missions. Because since version 4.0, it looks like some missions were only available for, say, a Jedi Knight, and some missions were only available for a Jedi Consular. And I was confused why they separated them. Maybe because you would level too quickly, but we're leveling fast anyway. We're almost level 6, which is reasonably fast for me. But I did have a look through like all the options here, and I couldn't spot a toggle to do the optional missions. Is there anything here? You see, I never really look at lockouts, I never really look at conquest. So, I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments will tell me. I don't mind if I miss a few quests. Like, Aven here has an optional mission for us. Actually, no. I think this is a story mission. I think I may have got it wrong. Purple is like your class-specific missions. Yeah, I think this might be a story-specific mission that's telling us we can do It's not a very difficult one.
Peace unto you, friend. I bear word from the masters of the temple. Will you take a moment and hear my message?
Sure, why not?
By all means, my friend. Let us talk.
You do me great honor. Your present mission is all important, but the masters want to make sure you do not miss what the temple has to offer. When you have time, see Master Mujida. He will guide you in the other skills of the Jedi.
Okay. So we need to find Master Mujida, and he can teach us how to be a better Jedi Knight. Okay, level 6 for just entering the Jedi Temple, and we're getting another holo communication.
Padawan, I'm Satele Shan, leader of the Jedi Council. I'd like to speak privately with you before we meet with the others.
You have my full attention, Master. What do you need?
This isn't a discussion for a comm channel. Come to my meditation room in the temple. We'll talk there.
Jedi Master Satele Shan wants to have a word. Okay. So, welcome to the Jedi Temple. We need to get ourselves... There's 2 levels. Obviously, this is level 1. This is level 2. Let's get ourselves over to see Satele Shan. I could talk about her relevance to the Knights of the Old Republic characters, but I imagine most people already know.
Welcome, Padawan. The temple is already buzzing with accounts of your heroism in the training grounds. Master Orgus told me you battled flesh raiders, and a Force user armed with a lightsaber. That must have been a disturbing confrontation. Are you all right?
I'm sorry things ended in violence, but I'm glad to be alive.
Taking a life affects the living Force, and the one who does the killing. This is why Jedi enter battles calmly, with reason. Emotions like fear and anger lead to the dark side.
The man I fought wasn't angry or fearful.
Not on the surface, perhaps. As the Jedi Code teaches us, there is no emotion, there is peace. Remember those words when times are darkest. And take this. The Code is a source of strength, but some backup never hurts. I'll see you soon in the Council Chambers.
So, she actually gave us a new vibro sword, or training saber. And we gained a lot more experience. Awesome. Thank you very much. Can we put that in our offhand? We can. Cool. Okay, let's get ourselves up to the Jedi Council and report our findings. The light side has grown stronger. Not that we really care, we're not level 70, but that's fine. Another lore object if we want to learn about the Jedi Council. I'd rather learn about them by actually speaking to them, so let's get that done.
I searched the temple archives. This Force user leading the Flesh Raiders never received Jedi training.
Then the Sith have found us. Shouldn't we get ready for them?
Calm yourself, Padawan. We can't be certain of anything yet.
But we've all sensed a growing darkness. Perhaps it's finally revealed itself.
The enemy I faced wanted to destroy the Jedi Order. Can't get much darker than that. Well, that brightened up the room.
Everyone, this is the Padawan who saved our people in the training grounds. This is Master Kiwix and her extremely vocal Padawan, Kira. The other masters are transmitting from distant worlds.
It's unfortunate our numbers are scattered.
Indeed. The temple's safety is unexpectedly threatened. The Flesh Raiders were disorganized primitives before today.
I think you've been misinformed.
We clearly underestimated the natives. The man leading the Flesh Raiders probably wasn't acting alone.
Much of Tython remains unexplored, and we have few resources to spare.
I'll handle it with the help of my new padawan.
Orgus, you haven't taken a padawan since Coruscant.
The Force is strong in her. Stronger than I've seen in decades.
I can think of no finer master to complete this padawan's training.
Okay, so he's taken on our training personally, Master Orgus.
I'll complete my final trials once we've dealt with the Flesh Raiders.
That is what you should aspire to, Kira.
You'll find supplies in my chambers downstairs. Go equip yourself. I'll meet you there.
Okay, so we've been picked up for personal training from a Jedi Master himself, someone who's actually on the Jedi Council as well. A very particular honour, especially for new arrivals such as ourselves. This is Master Orgus's chambers. Might as well get ourselves equipped up, ready for our journey.
Blast those council meetings. I'd die of old age before my colleagues ran out of things to say.
Have you always felt this way about your fellow masters?
Don't misunderstand, they're good people. I just prefer to get things done. This situation has come to you fast. You're braving dangers many Jedi never face. I wouldn't blame you for having questions. This may be the only time to ask them.
I get the impression you haven't had a Padawan for years. Why did you ask to train me?
As Jedi, you learn to trust your instincts. When I met you in that cave, my instincts told me that I was meant to train you. I don't know why or for what purpose, but the living force brought us together for a reason.
You think the Force is alive? That it wants something from us?
Want is too strong a word. Let's just say we'll accomplish more together than by ourselves. There's a group of Twi'lek pilgrims on Tython. They've been fighting the Flesh Raiders for months. The Republic asked us to deny those Twi'leks aid. They settled here illegally, but frankly, we need them.
How are they violating the law?
When Tython was first rediscovered, the Twi'leks petitioned the Senate to settle here. Their claim was denied, too dangerous. But they came anyway. The Twi'leks have a settlement in the mountains. That's your next stop. Establish a base camp and speak to the matriarch. Find out everything the Twi'leks know about Flesh Raiders.
Anything you can tell me about the Twi'lek leader?
Word is she's not our biggest fan. You may have to convince her otherwise. I'll join you soon. May the Force be with you.
Okay, so we need to locate Matriarch Samari of the Twi'lek Pilgrims, and we gain some stim packs to increase our mastery for 60 minutes, our mastery and our power, but you need to be level 10, which isn't useful. Oh well, so be it. We'll probably sell them, to be honest. Okay. Let's go speak to Jedi Master Muhida. And there he is over there.
Using a lightsaber is just as much science as art.
Excellent. Again, a Jedi Knight trainer, similar to the one we found in the Gnarls training ground. And we can learn the Bladestorm ability at level 6. It has a range of 10 meters, needs 4 focus to cast. Using the Force to project a wave of energy. You deal so much kinetic damage. In addition, standard and weak enemies are knocked senseless, stunned for 4 seconds.
We can spar anytime.
Okay. Gotta be careful when I do that. I'm not always going to be able to leap from balconies and survive the fall. Oh, hello. Back up. Oh. Okay. See, there's a quest available for us according to my map here. There is a terminal which will allow me to do the heroic missions here on Tython. Each world we visit will have probably a heroic terminal. Heroic missions are missions of greater difficulty than standard. Most of the enemies you'll encounter are strong enemies or greater. Like this Jedi Guardian, for example, is an elite, as you can see with the star next to his name. The heroic missions will give you more credits, more experience as a reward for completing them, but their difficulty is increased accordingly. The enemies also give you more experience for killing them as well. So it's kind of a risk and reward kind of thing. We'll probably be doing a fair few heroic missions, depending on my mood. Trying to think. Tell you what. We'll break this video here. I'm trying to find a nice area to have a bit of view of the Jedi Temple. There you go. When we come back, we'll head ourselves up to where the Twi'lek pilgrims are staying, which is over here, and see what they can tell us about the Flesh Raiders. Maybe they've had more interaction with the natives than we have. But that's for next time. This, of course, has been AnthWolf playing Star Wars The Old Republic. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care. And I'll see you next time. Until then, though, bye-bye now.